and on Facebook Live. All right. Make sure I got everything straight. All right, here we are. In three, two, one. All right, here we go. What's up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Your boy's back here. One boy Flipside with the Fourth and Goal NFL podcast. What's up, Flip? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
hopefully that changes. That we got our boys back. But yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah. Man, you're doing a lot, but you're doing a hell of a lot better than me because my team, we are in a huge asshole right now. And we have not started 0-4 since 2013 season. 0-4 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, inexcusable. I don't give a damn who's on the roster. But like I said, with no Ben, no Bell, no Brown, and us not being able to get it together, we are in trouble. But it's ridiculous how the Pittsburgh Steelers, we had 5 turnovers in the game against San Francisco. 5. And we blow it. How the hell do you lose a game and you force 5 turnovers? What's up, Kevin? But yeah, I mean, to me, that's ridiculous. We're gonna have to get it together. I mean, if we don't, then we're gonna have to start asking a hell of a lot of questions. All right, anyway, let's do it. Game of the week for last week. Who'd you have it?
Oh man, game of the week. There was a couple of them I was enjoying a little bit. The personally, I like that Ravens Chiefs game, even though the Ravens kind of got their asses beat.
Yeah, it was a competitive game in the first half. Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I'm gonna go with the Giants and Bucks. It was kind of fun seeing Danny Dimes out there
Yeah.
doing his thing, and then that cliffhanger at the end with the missed kick.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I gotta go with that Giants Bucks team. Even though the Chargers Texans game was kind of getting interesting near the end as well.
Yeah.
But I think that field goal kick was a weekly highlight for me.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Giants fans are more surprised than Bucks fans are at that point. But yeah, me, like I said, I'm personally gonna have to give it to Baltimore and Kansas City too. Kansas City is a well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense how open these receivers be getting. Like you just.
Yeah, I know. And Patrick Mahomes, he can just throw anything up.
Demarcus Robinson and Nico Hardman, these guys aren't as fast as Tyreek. They're getting wide ass open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I think Mahomes might be that dude who hits 6,000 passing yards.
Yeah, hey, a 5,000 plus passing yard for the year for him from Mahomes, it would not surprise me at all. Now, for most improved team of the week, who you got?
Most improved team?
Yeah.
I think I gotta go with the Bears. They actually scored points this time around.
Yeah.
It might have been against the Redskins, but it's nice to see he actually get his first touchdown of the season. So I mean, I gotta go with the Bears. If their offense can do this weekly, they might be a contender for the playoff run, deep playoff run.
Right. Me, as much as I hate to say it, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Jags. But I don't know if it was good Jags or bad Titans. It might have been more or less bad Titans because, come on, Marcus Mariota got sacked 5 times. Was it 5 or 6? I think it might have been 6 times where he got sacked. Yeah, a quarterback doesn't get sacked 5 plus times and win a game. I don't care who he is, especially if the running game is terrible. The running game was complete trash, though. But yeah, most improved team, yeah. Me, like I said, I'm actually going to have to give it to the Jags in this regard. Now for the ever so dreaded choke of the week. 5 teams choked, but I think the Steelers probably choked the worst out of anybody else. Like I said, 5 turnovers, 5, and you hand James Conner the ball. I think they were on their own 40, and he fumbled on their own 40. The thing is, it was a few minutes. It was probably about 4.5 minutes left. They were just trying to pound the ball out just to run the clock so they can get that running touchdown score in the end. But no, he had to fumble the goddamn ball. But yeah, that's my choke. That's my choke of the week. The Steelers. And the thing is, the sad part about it is they lost by 4 points.
The 49ers, they're not like a terrible team, I guess, that we thought they were. So I can't fault the Steelers too much. So I can't give them choke of the week. But when I think of choke of the week, I gotta think of like that Bucs team.
Oh my God.
Or that Eagles Lions game where the Eagles just, I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Like the Lions fumbled the game away. Like it was basically go down the field and either tie it up or win this game. And I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but they say that you shouldn't leave your. They say that you shouldn't leave the fate of a game up to a kicker anyway.
The Bucs are loving it apparently because they love drafting kickers in the second round, letting kickers win their game, and then Bruce Arians. Oh, you know what? I got to give it to the Bucs because Bruce Arians in a post-game interview. Oh my God!
Yeah, I know. I was embarrassed for him. My God.
How do you think the penalty is going to be a longer kick than better?
Yeah. All right, let's get it started. Ooh, the Thursday night game. We got the Packers and we got the Eagles. Who you got?
Packers, Eagles. Packers are rolling, man. I think they're finally finding their formula, and Aaron Rodgers is probably going to get the ball to Devontae Adams a lot this game because the Eagles are hurt at cornerback. I think Ronald Darby's not going to play this week. So the Eagles are down to like their fifth stringers. So definitely seems like a Packers win here. I see the Eagles. I don't think they can keep up with the Packers offense. I got Packers winning 27-17.
As much potential as the Eagles have, they make way too many mistakes, and I mean way too many. They make so many. The thing is, they make so many. They make the kind of mistakes that a college team would make. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have a hell of a lot of firepower, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the coaching or I don't know if it's just terrible luck. And they can't make those kind of mistakes against the Packers team. The Packers are pretty well balanced. Now, mind you, the Packers defense isn't what it once was, but as long as you got Aaron Rodgers on that side on the offensive side of the ball, and he got some time on the clock, they got a chance. But go on ahead and give me Green Bay by 8 points, 20-28 over Philly. Next up, we got Tennessee versus Atlanta. Who you got? Falcons, Titans.
Oh man, both these teams are some duds sometimes.
But they got a lot of talent, though. They got a lot of potential. And the thing is, they both in both of their wins, they both look good. But the thing is, their defense just crapped out in the last, half of their games they lost.
Yeah, it's just basically no one. That rookie AJ Brown is going to be nice probably in the next couple of years. Not right now.
Yeah.
Corey Davis is a flop. Basically all he has to go to is Delaney Walker.
Yeah.
And that's not going to cut it. So when I think of the Titans, I think there's more opportunity for them to flop this game. And the Falcons are just the Falcons just underachieve. It's all they have a bad offense. They got Julio and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan's not a bad quarterback when he doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
So when I think of this game, I'm thinking it's going to be close, but Matt Ryan out quarterbacks Mariota. So I got the Falcons winning 23-20.
Yeah, this is gonna be a game of who sucks the less. And the thing is, I really do hate to say it like that, but it is true. It all depends on who has a better game as far as the quarterback is concerned. And like I said, I agree with you. I'm gonna have to go with Atlanta in this game. Give me Atlanta 24-17 over the Titans. Next up, we got a divisional game, AFC North. We got the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Cleveland Browns. Who you got? Ravens, Browns.
The first half of that Chiefs-Ravens game, I think Lamar was he was jittery.
Yeah.
I think he was feeling the pressure because you could see if like he had just underthrown a little bit more on some of these balls, they might have won that game. Because Marquise Brown was getting wide open.
Oh yeah.
And Mark Ingram was running all over that team. And I don't know. I think if Lamar can get that together, he can get more chemistry with Marquise Brown. That team's gonna be dangerous. And when I look at the Browns, just like on paper, you guys are supposed to be like juggernauts, man.
Yeah.
But every time they play, they're ass.
Yeah.
So I just don't have a lot of faith in them. I think this Baltimore defense shuts them down. Baker still sits in the pocket for 3 years, so that pass rush is good for him. Like Baker's getting from the home, so I know they're going to get Baker. And I don't think anyone can really stop the Ravens offense if they're clicking. Because, I don't know, they have the deep threat that can't stack the box again. And Mark Ingram's just a monster. And plus, he's got the fake options with Lamar. So, I got the Ravens winning this 31-20.
All right, you got actually a high scoring game. Now, I feel like the only reason why the Ravens lost is because Pat Mahomes turned it into a shootout. And trust me, against Pat Mahomes, you don't want to turn it into a shootout. Now, if it turns out into a shootout between Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield, you can give me Lamar Jackson 7 days out of the week. And you're right. At this point, the running game is a hell of a lot better for the Ravens too. The thing is, as much firepower as they've got, as much firepower as the Browns have got, they still kind of making some bad decisions. And the thing is, I mean, John Harbaugh is still, he does a damn good job coaching. I think that the best decision that they've made in a while was getting rid of Joe Flacco. But going ahead, yeah.
The franchise quarterback they wanted.
Yeah, at first I thought it was a risky move and they didn't want to take that chance, but they took the chance and it's paying off so far. But yeah, in this game, go ahead and give me the Ravens 28-17 over the Browns. Next up, we got two undefeated teams going up against each other. We got the New England Patriots going up against the Buffalo Bills. Now, there's the right choice and then there's smart choice and stuff like that. But everybody says that these divisional games can be very, very hard to call. I mean, the thing is, New England, they are a well-oiled machine right now. And Buffalo, I mean, the thing is, they're getting back, their defense is getting back to what it was in 2014, 2015, that time frame. And they have some weapons on offense that they can use. But I don't know. My spidey sense is tingling about this game. You might think I'm crazy, but the thing is,
I'm not kind of lying.
Yeah, my spidey sense kind of is tingling about this game. If I guess the smart choice would be New England, if you want to play it safe. But me, I'm actually gonna go out on a limb and pick the Bills this game 28-27. What about you?
Oh man, that's a bold. Looking at this Patriots team, they're getting stuffed at the run. Buffalo is one of the best run defenses in the league right now. Also one of the best pass defenses in the league. So it's not like their defense is trash and Tom Brady can just light it up like he did the Dolphins in the chest. Edelman's a little banged up. Josh Gordon, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he was not looking like the Cleveland Josh Gordon thought he would be. And their defense is good too. So this could be a low-scoring game, to be honest. I'm expecting it to be a low-scoring game like it was last year when they played. And do I want to go with the Bills? That's the thing. Like, my gut is telling me, like, the Bills are going to upset them.
Yeah.
And take this one, and everyone will be shocked and think that the Bills are the new, leader of the division.
No. I think that, like I said, I think this game it's not going to be that. I think it's going to be just one of those where lightning strikes. Yeah.
I'm going to say Patriots win, but I'm going to say Patriots win 16.
All right. Next up, you got two more undefeated teams going up against each other. The Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Detroit Lions. Who you got?
Man, the Detroit Lions, lucky team in the NFL.
Oh, snap.
Oh, man. back-to-back weeks. Straight up prayers, man.
Yeah, they literally got bailed out at the last minute. It's like some stuff that you would see in some angels in the end zone type of stuff. They literally get bailed out in the last 2 minutes of the game. Some lucky, unforeseen thing just happens in the last couple minutes. Then they just steal a win. But hey, you know what they say? A win is a win. I ain't mad at them.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be mad at it. Yeah, this should be a blowout. I think the Lions secondary is in shambles. I think Darius Slay is hurt. Matt hurt. His offense is looking putrid. Yeah, it should be one of those games where the Chiefs need to run up and score. So I'm going to say Chiefs win 35-23.
All right. I'm going to go with Chiefs 31-17 over Detroit. Detroit's going to fight in the first half, and then they're going to just completely just run out of gas in the second half. Next up, what was that?
I can see that happening.
Yeah, like I said, they're going to make Detroit. They're going to make it a fight in the first half, but then they're just going to just completely just crap out in the second half. Next up, we got. This is actually a potential game of the week. I mean, is Cam healthy?
No, he's hurt.
Oh.
They got Kyle and the new franchise quarterback.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, the Houston Texans against the Carolina Panthers. I mean, he had a good game. I'll give him that. But the thing is, I guess as long as you got, Chris McCaffrey to bail you out and stuff like that, and a somewhat steady defense, I mean, you should be fine. But against a high energy team like Houston, I don't see that happening.
For this game, man, Houston's been looking a little sketchy for me. When I feel like their pass or their O-line is just terrible. Should using his ass, and he's looking injured a couple of these games. It's looking like he's fighting injuries up there. And that's not a good thing when your quarterback is getting put on his ass and he's just like squirming around and cringing because his ribs are hurt or something. D-Hop got somewhat shut down last week too. It's kind of I'm waiting for the Panthers here just because Kyle Allen looks good. I think he threw like 4 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey is a running back that can elevate your offense even without a good quarterback. Sort of like Alvin Kamara did last week. So I'm looking at it. The Panthers don't have bad receivers either.
Oh no.
So we could definitely see this being a Panthers game. I got to go with the Panthers on this one. I got Panthers winning 24-20.
This is a home game for the Houston Texans. I don't know if I feel safe, pin them, in the Texas stadium. So go on ahead and give me Houston by 6 points, 21-27 over the Panthers. You're right, Chris McCaffrey. They might get a bailout from Chris McCaffrey or the wide receiver, but we'll see about that.
It's just not looking good for that team right
now. Yeah.
And it just put like a lineman on IR, so it's like, come on.
Yeah. Injuries be eating teams up, but I guess that's all around the league. All right, next up, we got the Oakland Raiders going on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. Who you got? Colts, Raiders.
The Raiders, sketchy now. They started off with that little strong game. We thought maybe they were gonna show us something. Show us that Hard Knocks is the real deal. They've fallen off quickly. The Colts are looking really good without Andrew Luck somehow. Jacoby Brissett to T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton's hurt. No T.Y.? Oh, man. Hold on.
They still got Eric Ebron. They still got Eric Ebron in a decent running game, though.
Yeah, they still have Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be close.
Yeah, because neither one of these teams really have a defense.
Yeah. I got the Colts winning the sport.
Go on ahead and give me the Colts 24-20 over Oakland. Next up, we got your boys, the LA Chargers, going on the road against the Miami Dolphins. Who you got?
I swear to God, if we
Oh, Snow.
This is a game where I was like, we better be 2-2. I don't know. There's no 1-3 situation. This team is rebuilding. They tried to trade away their whole team. They traded away their best defensive player. They have no offense. Like, if we lose this game, even if we're down 3 cornerbacks and fucking have Logan Gordon, we better win this game.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen better take us to the promised land this time around. He almost did it last week. But yeah, it should be. I'll say Chargers 28, Dolphins 10.
Yeah, the thing is, the Dolphins are fighting off a wing and a prayer right now. Like, the only reason why the guys are showing up is because it's in the contract. But yeah, I mean, with all the weapons that LA's got, I mean, they should win this game pretty handily. You never know, because Miami's going. They might go out there and play like they ain't got nothing to lose, because at this point they really don't. But I actually do have this as a closer game than most people do. But I mean, I got the Chargers winning this game. Give me the Chargers 20-17 over the Dolphins.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Come on. It's the Chargers at an away game.
Oh, every game he plays an away game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I gave the Chargers the win, didn't I?
Yeah, you gave it to win at least.
I mean, but the thing is, that's a smart choice. On paper, if you look at both look at both these teams stacked up, the Chargers on paper should win, and they should win handily. But you never know. Yeah, my boy Sam said he's calling in a second.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, next up we got we got New York Giants going up against the Washington Redskins. Yeah. Now, who you got? Redskins or Giants?
I mean, Giants don't have Stephon anymore, but they got Danny Dimes now, man. That's the boy. The franchise quarterback. That's the new quarterback that's going to beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got to go with my Giants, man. That's my new team. If the Chargers lose this week too,
yeah.
I'm Team Danny Dimes now. But
yeah. Case Keenum against the Bears was hot garbage dumpster juice. 5 turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
You don't turn the ball over against a defensive-minded team like the Bears. 5. You don't do that. That game, they pretty much handed that game to him after the first half. You could have pretty much cut that game off. It was over. And the New York Giants, yeah. Yeah, like I said, the Bears are a high-powered. I mean, the thing is, their defense is stacked. So yeah, Clinton got 2 picks. And Khalil Mack had 2 sacks and 1 fumble recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean the thing, yeah, there was. Yeah. So exactly. But yeah, man. I mean, as far as this Giants Skins game, man, they got to do something. I mean, even though that the Giants squeaked by with the win last week against the Bucks, man, this is a hard game to pick, especially since these teams are fighting in desperation mode. But yeah, you're right. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this one to the Giants. Give me the Giants 23-20 over the Redskins.
Yeah, Yeah, I might be leaning towards you with that pick. Because I like Jones. It's already clear he's got some chemistry with Sterling Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to Golden Tate back this week, but if they do that, that's a pretty big punch. But I mean, they just need Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Like, that's about it. Those two are monsters. But at least Evan Ingram is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, so when I look at the Redskins side and Case Keenum, he doesn't really have anything outside of Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is really good, though.
Yeah, but that's it.
But, yeah, that's about all you got. And so it's like, man, it's hard to pick them.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close, but I just think the Giants have more pieces to pull off like a comeback win or that fourth quarter closeout.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go with the Giants here. I'll say Giants 23, Redskins 20.
All right. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks going on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got? Seahawks, Cardinals.
Seahawks, Cardinals.
Every week, the Cardinals look like they're about to win. Something crazy happens, and they just lose.
Yeah, they tie or they lose.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard to pick them. But I think if they can get another receiver when I don't think they have it, Seahawks, I mean, they always are in close games, so this might be a close game. But if Chris Carson will get it going and stop throwing the ball so much, I think that the Seahawks should take it well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Seahawks turn over the ball that much this week. So I'm going to say Seahawks win 28-20. Yeah, 28-20.
Yeah, that's a reasonable score. Seahawks are a pretty well-balanced team. Like I said, for some reason, like as good as Kyler Murray and the Cardinals have looked, and Larry Fitzgerald, I mean, he's ageless. But, I mean, I don't know what it is. Not Tyrann Mathieu anymore on defense. The secondary gets lit up every single time. And you can't give – I mean, thing is, if you give – I don't care if Russell Wilson runs for his life. If you give him some time in the pocket, he can make some magic happen. You don't want to get him scrambling out of the pocket because he can hurt you. Kyler Murray, more or less the same thing, but thing is, he needs to look out of the pocket and in the pocket because he's not a pocket passer because the defense, they can get to him. And not to mention – Seahawks, Russell Wilson's got more weapons than him. So going ahead and giving me the Seahawks in this game, 30-21 over the Cards.
30-21?
Yep. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Bucks against the LA Rams. And the Rams are at home in this game. Who you got? Rams, Bucks.
Rams they're back to top form.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're saving Gurley, which is a smart move.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I don't think they even need him right now. Let him just do his thing in the playoffs. Man, but they're awesome. Brandon Cooks is out there. Cooper Kupp is the man.
Oh, yeah.
That's Jared Goff's Julian Edelman right there.
Yeah, for real.
And that man, he's over there making the Rams look great. I said last year that they were going to miss him in the Super Bowl when he tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm. And they did. By God, they did.
They did, man. And he showed people, he's like, look, like, I deserve a big contract. You see what I'm doing out here. So
yeah.
Don't be surprised if we see Cooper Kupp getting that, like, 5-year, $80 million.
Mm-hmm.
But, man.
I mean, the Browns did. Yeah, the Browns did give them a little bit of a dogfight, and Tampa Bay did barely lose. But come on, like you said, LA's back in top form.
Yeah, and they're already talking about putting Todd Gurley out there and giving him more touches. So, yeah.
That could get ugly quick, real quick.
Yeah, so if the Rams go up 14-0, it's already a wrap, and I already see that happening. Jameis ain't putting him back in that game.
No.
Mike Evans took in the Rams like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the Rams winning 28-17.
Yeah, I got the Rams 31-20 over the Bucks. And that's kind of me being generous, but it is what it is. Next up, we got an NFC North divisional matchup. Chicago Bears against the Minnesota, and they're both tied. They're both 2-1. Who you got, Vikings or Bears? It's at Soldier Field. It's at Soldier Field. Bears are at home.
It's a home game, so I think Trubisky's going to be better offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's like both of these offenses are questionable.
Mm-hmm.
You can shut down Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins ain't doing shit for you. And Trubisky, he's not that great of a quarterback.
Yeah.
And his receivers aren't that great either.
Yeah, the defense saves their ass. They really do. The defense puts them in better positions than they need to be. Yeah.
And I think Kirk Cousins is so turnover prone that that's what's going to happen this game. So I got the Bears winning. I want to say 20 to 14.
Yeah. I don't really have it that high of a scoring game either. Like I have it, more of a grinded out kind of slow defensive game. But yeah, it all depends on which quarterback or which offense does not cough the ball or turn it over more. And like I said, I like Chicago's defense better than Minnesota's defense. So going ahead and give me the Bears over the Vikings. 20 to 14. Next up, we got Jacksonville going up against the Denver Broncos. And Denver's at home in this game, but the thing is, they haven't shown me a damn thing yet. There's 2 games that they actually could won, but they completely crapped out and choked. And Jacksonville, they look damn good against the Titans. But thing is, was that a lucky game? Was that a fluke? I mean, or is lightning going to strike twice? But who you got? Jacksonville or Denver?
Oh man, I was thinking Jacksonville, but then I saw that Jalen Ramsey isn't going to be there because his kid is getting born.
Mm-hmm.
My trusted Gardner Minshew era.
On the road? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mile High is the greatest place to play. So, I'm probably going to lean to the Broncos just because Jalen Ramsey isn't there. Their offense isn't the greatest, but it's a balanced attack. They get the job done. Yeah, they gave the Packers a run for their money last week. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say Broncos. It's gonna be close, though. I'm gonna say Broncos win 23-20.
Yeah,
or 20-20. I'll take 24-20.
Believe it or not, I'm actually on your side with this one, because like I said, in their 3 losses, they have 2 games won, but they just gave it away in the end, and yeah, they have 2 games that they could have, won, but they just completely down and choked. And like I said, Mile High is a really hard stadium to play at. And the thing is, Denver, they got some weapons. They still, Emmanuel's, he's 100% healthy. And Denver's defense is pretty damn good too. I mean, or at least they need to get there doing a better job of getting it together. But with Jalen Ramsey not being there, their secondary, Jacksonville secondary kind of is crippled. I mean, they can still go. I mean, but to be honest, this one might come down to who's got the better running game. And I think going ahead and give me Denver in this game 23-21 over Jacksonville. You're right, it's gonna be close. So I got Denver 23-21. It's gonna come down to that little last minute field goal.
That's what I was thinking, 23-20, but I was like, maybe 24-20.
Yeah, it's going to be in that little 20 to 24 point range anyway. So it's going to be in that little 3-point range. So you're still right. Next up, prime time. Game of the week potential. We got the Dallas Cowboys going on the road against the New Orleans Saints. Who you got? Saints, Cowboys.
You still think it's game of the week without Brady?
Yes. Look at what Teddy Bridgewater did.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater was. Half, though, man.
He was heat. Look how he heated up in the second half, though. That boy really did heat up. And the thing is, because of Michael Thomas and the running game actually bailed him out too. The thing is, as long as you got Alvin Kamara to light him up, that dude's Alvin Kamara's a dual threat. He can run and he can catch. So yeah. But anyway, who you got?
you know what? I was thinking about it, and I was like, Cowboys are 3-0. Maybe they're the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the play, it's like,
yeah, this is the true test. This is
that test that we're gonna see if Dak deserves that QB money he wants,
right.
$40 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you play the Giants, Redskins, and the Dolphins. Like, that Saints defense is gonna test Dak. He doesn't have Michael Gallup. We're gonna see how that goes, but the Saints don't have Drew Brees. But like you were saying, Teddy was lighting up in the second half last game.
Yeah, and that dome is hard to play in. It really is.
It is. I'm gonna have to go and lean towards the Saints win just because I like the way they utilize Kamara. They kind of make him passing and between threat. And when you look at the Cowboys, they really don't get the ball to the Zeke when they're kind of behind. They don't throw the ball to Zeke at all. And so it frustrates me because if the ball to him, he can make a play.
Yeah.
So I see that being the factor. I have to think winning. I'm gonna say 28 to 20, 24, 28-24. Yeah.
Now, if call me crazy, but if Dak were to turn this into a shootout, Bridgewater's Saints, I might give it to the guy. I mean, even without Breeze, if they jam the run, if they stop Zeke early and make it, and if they force Dak to throw, and now mind you, he's got some targets. But thing is, if they stop the run, he's gonna be forced to throw the ball like 40 times in one half, and you don't want to do that. You kind of want to mix it up and bounce it out. The thing is, they're gonna have to make that game predictable. It all depends on how the game goes. If it's a fast-paced game, I give it to the Cowboys. But if it's a more slow, grinding-paced game, especially with the running game, I'm gonna give it to the Saints. But I feel safer with the Saints pick, especially with I feel like Alvin Kamara is better. He's a better running back than Zeke is, especially Sean Payton. The thing is, if he's ahead, he'll put the foot on the gas. But the thing is, if he's behind, he take a lot of risk too. And when Sean Payton takes a risk, it usually pays off. Completely falls in their face. But I actually trust the Saints in this game to get it done against Dallas. But go ahead and give me the Saints 28-24 over the Cowboys. Last game we got. AFC North Divisional matchup. 2 Pittsburgh Steelers. This game for these guys. If either one of them lose this game, it's over. You might as well just go ahead and say, because I think they said teams that start 0-3 have a 12% chance to making the playoffs, and teams that start. Both of these teams got missing pieces. I mean, Mason Rudolph. The thing is, the Steelers, they get the ball rolling and just completely chuck it. There's more, but thing is, a lot of the times, bad coaching and blown coverage and defense and mistakes in the offense are what makes them lose games. I don't think it's going to be like one of those classic games that we're used to seeing from the Steelers and the Bengals. Game's going to be slow.
Cincinnati's defense isn't that great. We usually see it. He has the 2 picks, but he's not a back established. I hope something has to happen with that run game for and Juju. I don't know if maybe Juju needs to just become the superstar, or James Washington needs to step up for somebody.
Yeah.
But I think this comes down to defense, and the Steelers have a way better defense than the Bengals do. So I see Andy Dalton having some turnovers that helps you guys out, and you guys just pull this out. I'd say Steelers win 27-21. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was actually pretty quick. Anyway, you got any final thoughts before we sign out tonight, Flip?
I'm praying that the Bills win and the Dolphins don't beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Because we all know who you're jumping to. You're jumping on that Giants bandwagon if they lose. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think you have too much to worry about, but you never know. You're right. You never do really know.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, the thing is, on paper, this is a game that that the Chargers should win, but like I said, you never know.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping it's not a close game like the Cowboys was in the beginning. Like I think the Cowboys were up like 6-3 at halftime or something. I was just like, the Cowboys might lose.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's not that. So,
yeah.
Oh man, it'll be stressful.
Definitely. Like I said, my Steelers, this is crunch time for you guys. I mean, there was that one season where we did start 0-4, and then we went on a 5-game winning streak before we lost again. The thing is, the league is a lot better than it was in 2013 now. So, I mean, if we lose again, I don't see that happening. But like I said, this is a winnable game for the Steelers. But I mean, like I said, we'll see. I feel a little bit more confident than I did in the first 3 games. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, that'll do it for this week's episode. It's a shame that we didn't have Waz or Sam or any other guys make it. But I mean, anyway, Flip, thank you for helping me co-host the show, man. I mean, I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem. And we will be back next week with the podcast at the same time. We'll see you later. Peace. Peace.